Good morning, folks. It's Friday, October the 27th, and I'm on top of Black Bear Mountain in Inlet, New York, taking in the views, show you around a little bit. Pretty good drop-offs over here. Have the place to myself. There's a benchmark here. (1942). And a couple other little survey. I can't make out the writing because they're pretty damaged. Some other anchor points in here too. They could have been for a radio tower or some sort. That actually looks like it was a benchmark that got damaged and cut away. So, this is one of the mountain that's in the Fulton Chain Trifecta. We're going to try to hit all three mountains today. See how it goes. It's in the 50s, nice and cool out. Probably upper 40s up here on the mountain, but I'll take some photos on the way down. I came up the hard trail, which is the blue trail. It really wasn't that difficult. I'm going to go down the yellow trail, a little bit more gradual. Okay, see you there. It's a pretty mellow walk down from the top. Coming down on the yellow trail. I'm going to add about an extra mile to the hike, but it's a little bit more gradual with the elevation loss. Not that the other trail was terrible, the blue trail, but there was some rock scrambles. I'm in no hurry, and when given the option, I will opt for the easiest way down and up. Nice piney forest in here. It's like walking into one of those tourist shops that sells all those balsam pillows. So all you can smell is pine in here. Or the same. Trail's worn pretty good on this side. Much easier to follow. Okay, be back in a few. Might take longer than I thought because there's just some really nice views here. Just off the trail. Looks like we just have some of the high peaks off in the distance. Leaves are almost practically all gone up here, as you can see. All fallen. See the pines. I live about 2.5 hours south of here. We still have a little bit of color, but up here it looks like the fall is done with pretty much. So, just wanted to show you that overlook a little bit. I'll head back down onto the trail. But it really didn't gain or lose much mileage at all. It's like 0.2 of a mile maybe difference between the blue trail from the top and this one, so this is good. I'm glad we came this way. These trails seem to be marked a little bit better too, which is good because they're covered in leaves. Difficult to follow. Not impossible, but when these things get blowing around, hard to tell the trail from the forest floor. Okay, that's it for now. I don't think I'm always on the lookout for some different fungi that are out in the woods, different plants. And came across this, which appears to be chaga, which is a black rot fungus that people swear by it as medicinal purposes that it has. But I'm going to take a couple pieces of these and post it on the internet to see if I can't get a positive ID. But you know, from what I see, it really does appear to be chaga. But I'll update you later and let you know. Bye. Okay, we have black bear complete for the first round of 3. Luckily our second mountain shares the same parking lot. We'll head across the parking lot here, right next to Route 28, an inlet. They took down the individual signs, I'm not sure why, so if you're coming up here you know where you're going. And so we're right up by those cars where our next trail is. Only about half a mile, but pretty much just walking up the side of the mountain. There's no switchbacks, so I'm kind of like making my own. Turning 1 mile into 2 by walking back and forth, zigzagging up the trail. Imagine it levels out. Looks kind of level up there. We'll take a look. Let's get up over this little ridge here. Oh no, not quite yet. I'm going to head in that direction. Well, this actually appears to be the high point here, this rock, but I'll look around some more. I don't see any benchmarks, but it opens up. I mean, in a quick 6/10 of a mile, you know, we're this high from the highway. We got this beautiful lake out here. One other fella came up just before me. Other than that, there's no one in that parking lot. We have all of this. Super, super beautiful. Okay, and it goes pretty well straight down. Well, probably have some fun climbing the rocks, but that's not my kind of fun. So, Rocky Mountain, number 2. And we're back at the parking lot, almost. Gonna continue on to number 3, which is Bald Mountain. It's a little bit after noon. I was going to stop to get lunch, but you know, we don't have much light left this time of year, so I'm going to head out and dine on a Snicker bar in the way, and hopefully that'll get me through. And I'll catch up with you guys in a few more. Okay, folks, and here we are for number 3, the Fulton Chain Trifecta. Rondaxe Fire Tower at Bald Mountain. I'm up in the fire tower. Take a look down. The Fulton Chain Lakes. nice. Really popular today, even though it's a weekday. There's still quite a few people on their way up here or have been up here. I'll slip through this hole, get out of here. Okay, take a few more pictures around. What's kind of neat about this trails that you walk across the spine of the mountain the whole time. It's this gray rock. Very few times are you on dirt. And the fire tower. Yeah, walking this gets a little dicey in the winter. I was up here about 2 years ago with my daughter. It just snowed and it gets very, very slick very, very quickly. Walking that spine. Seeing the views. Okay, for now. And this brings us to the end of the Fulton Chain Trifecta. We did Bear, Rocky, and Rondaxe mountains. We're busy with this one. This is a popular one because of the fire tower, but that's it for today. Ending it on a bluebird day, beautiful blue skies. See you next time.